My connection to this land goes back 100,000 years, and it begins with my ancestors.
The Owyhee, it's been in the making for 17 million years. It's been sacred since time immemorial.
I was born and raised in the edge of this ecosystem, and I've been coming deep into these Owyhee Canyonlands since the 1960s. Every time you come out here, every trip will be unique. The smells will be a little different. You'll remember the breeze a little bit differently.
This canyon behind me is where we came as when I was a kid to recreate, to fish. It was my backyard.
My name is Wilson Wewa. I'm a Northern Paiute and Nez Perce. I come from the Confederated Tribes of Warm Springs. I come from a reservation where our traditions and customs are still a major part of our lives. I do gather our traditional foods from the ground, and I do gather our medicines. And so if I have a chance to visit a place like this, it's like solidifying our footprint on our Aboriginal territories and keeping that connection.
People think the desert is devoid of life, but there's so much going on out here. Mule deer love this country. There's bighorn sheep on the canyon rims. There's pronghorn antelope. The lizards out here are fantastic. And quite frankly, the snakes are pretty awesome out here also.
The Owyhee Canyonlands region is one of the greatest conservation opportunities left in the West.
In the face of climate change, there aren't very many big places where large populations of animals are free to move to where they can survive. This is one of those pieces, big enough to help sustain animals who can migrate.
We think they're fine, and we think they're somewhere far in the West. Well, this is that faraway place. This is the place where it needs to stay intact for those things to endure.
What makes the Owyhee Canyonlands region so special is its size. It's 7 million acre watershed over a 9 million acre plus region.
This Owyhee River system incorporates part of Nevada, part of Idaho, and the big heart of it all is right here in Oregon.
Very little population lives within the watershed and very few paved road miles. It's one of the West's last big strongholds of sagebrush. You can go out into the Owyhee and see the Milky Way like it's right there at your fingertips. It's special for our wildlife to have these night skies. It's special for us to be able to experience these dark night skies.
The Owyhee has long been protected because of its remoteness. And even though that's protected it for a really long time, we have to think about how we're going to bring more people here in a sustainable way.
I want people to see this landscape. I want them to come. But with that, we have to have proactive measures.
The Owyhee holds millions of acres of public lands, and all of those public lands are open to any number of development or extractive purposes and industries.
That's going to have effects to how we recreate and move through this land. It's going to have effects to the wildlife that have been migrating through this land for hundreds of years.
This whole land is our homeland. We're still here. We're a living culture. And people should respect that.
I used to think this country was doing a darn good job of protecting itself, and it didn't need any help from me. But I don't think that anymore. Permanent protection is about understanding how rare this is and understanding that we need to take care of it, and it won't just happen on its own.
There's such a diversity of different stakeholders that want to see this region protected.
This landscape has enough room for all uses. When protections happen in this landscape, ranching still is included. There's still recreation that will happen.
When we get involved in endeavors to protect places like this, it means a lot to us because we're not only protecting the scenic quality of the land, we're protecting our homeland. Let's do it for those people that truly respect the land, that want to enjoy the land, that want a future for the land so that their grandchildren, their great-grandchildren, as well as mine, can come out here and see what I'm seeing. If we can do that together, I think we can accomplish great things for the future.